When it comes to ecchi, I'm sure almost every weeb, casual fan, and otaku alike have delved into it at some point or another. My starting line was High School DxD. For others, they may or may not have had a friend link them to something that seemed completely innocent and then was hit by a face full of anime titty. Not speaking from experience. Either way, when it comes to anime and manga alike, there are plenty of separate genres when it comes to the more ludicrous side of things. See what I did there? There are dozens of visual novels on Steam that are, there simply to provide sexual pleasure for basement dwellers like myself. And when it comes to these games, there's one franchise that always stands out in my mind, the Sakura games. To put it simply, they are essentially the EA of visual novels. However, they provide something everyone actually wants. Anime titty. I bought quite a few of these games back in my toddler stages of anime addiction and have not played them ever since. So, today, I decided to put those games, and the money I'm never getting back, to good use by playing Sakura Dungeon so you don't have to. Even though it's totally worth it. Hashtag not sponsored. Immediately after loading up the game, I realized that I'm glad I can't monetize my channel yet, because this is definitely not getting monetized. I grew hesitant for a moment before pressing the start button and starting a new save. After a second, a text box appeared asking what difficulty I wanted to play on. Was it not obvious? Did the game seriously underestimate my basement dweller's skills? I picked normal. After selecting my difficulty, the game thrust me into its intro, a rather long exposition dump, where we meet the main character Yumi and her future sex slave, I mean henchman, Sari. The game makes it blatantly obvious what it's for right from the get-go, but it gets even more obvious as we go on. Alright, so I was gonna skip ahead here, but I thought this was pretty interesting. Yumi, the thought, talks about digging through her pockets. Please, explain to me where these pockets are. Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. So for the next several minutes, it continues to give me exposition dump as to how Yumi made this village, and it even introduces me to another character, but honestly, I can't be bothered to read it. I really want to get to the gameplay. Alas, the talking's finally over. I can finally... Why must you always ruin my dreams? So basically, before I could go into the gameplay, I had to go and start another dialogue with another anime girl before I could go into the dungeon. Good thing for all that practice with my right hand. The speed really, finally came in handy. Now, all the talking's finally out of the way. We can finally go- You have to be kidding! Thank God, we're finally in the dungeon. We may still be talking, but at least we're actually close to the gameplay now. It introduces me to a bunny girl whose design is quite top-heavy. Nonetheless, I have to beat her for the tutorial. Let's get it on. Thanks to it being the tutorial, she was quite easily defeated. It shows me some rather interesting art before I can move on my way. But I just spent 20 minutes that I'm never getting back. So I think I'm gonna stop here. All around, this game gets a 4 out of 5. It really makes you feel like an anime girl.